Hello everyone, finally getting back to my channel. Something I've been looking to for a long while now. This is our new original topic. If you are into DIY project, creative problem solving, or just making things work, you are in the right place. It's been a while since my last upload, but I've spent that time reorganizing and preparing for this moment. Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey. My workshop is still a work in progress, so I won't be showing much of it just yet. Instead, let's dive straight into today's project, making a dummy battery for my camera. Why a dummy battery? Well, I couldn't find one locally and my mental health couldn't wait for shipping delays, so I decided to make one myself. This project is not just about solving a problem, but also about taking that first step toward creating something meaningful. Let's get started. So here's the issue. My camera runs on a specific battery and I needed a dummy battery to power it directly from an external source. The original dummy battery wasn't available here where I live, so I decided to DIY it. The goal is a simple, budget-friendly solution that anyone can replicate. Before diving in, I did some research on voltage, current requirements, and compatibility. My camera requires 7.4 volt and 800 mA. Finding a power supply that meets these specs was the first challenge. Let's talk about the parts for this project I used. 1. A power supply. I started with an iMax B3 charger, but it wasn't stable. It gives 8.4 volt and 800 mA, but the fluctuation made it unstable. Eventually I found a 9 volt 1 amp power supply, which was perfect. The second thing, a voltage regulator. I used a XL7015 step-down module to regulate the voltage to exactly 7.4 volts. A dummy battery. I repurposed an old cheap battery. I used its casing and connections. A DC barrel jack female. This allowed me to connect the power supply securely to the dummy battery. Altogether the components cost me less than $10. Not bad for a custom solution, right? Let's begin with the power supply. The original iMax B3 wasn't reliable to the voltage spikes. After some trial and error, I opted for a more stable 9 volt power adapter. The XL7050 module was key to regulating the voltage. It can handle input from 5 to 80 volts and step them down to as low as 5 volts, and it only gives 1 amp. This flexibility makes it a great tool for DIY projects. I soldered the module between the power supply and the camera's input. If you are doing this yourself, take care with polarity and double check connections to avoid short circuits. On the dummy battery, I took an old hollow battery shell and removed the internal cells, leaving just the casing and the top connectors. Using the DC barrel jack, I created a secure connection point for the power input. One challenge I faced was the hollow casing. It lacked the structure to hold everything securely, so I improvised. I used some epoxy to fill gaps and ensure a snug fit for the barrel jack. It's not the prettiest solution, but it works like a charm. Now the moment of truth. Testing the first time, I plugged it in, it didn't work, the voltage dropped too much and the camera wouldn't turn on. After some tweaking, I increased the input voltage to 8.4 volt and it worked perfectly. If you are attempting this project, remember that small adjustment can make big difference. Always test your setup before using it for imported work. So this project taught me about patience and problem solving. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't work, but every failure is a step toward success. The dummy battery is just the beginning. In future videos, I plan to solve the problem of lighting my workplace and start working on workshop tools and tackle even more ambitious projects. And here you have it, a custom battery made from scratch for under $10. It's not perfect, but is functional, budget friendly, and a great starting point for anyone looks to solve a similar problem. Thank you for watching and joining me on this project. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts, suggestions, or any challenges you faced on your DIY projects. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned for updates on my workshop and future projects. Until next time, take care, stay creative, and keep building.